Today we're going to make an easy, low carb and high protein salad. It will come together in the amount of time it takes you to bake your bacon. So first we're going to start with the 12-minute hard-boiled egg. So I am going to put 2 eggs into a pot of cold water. Then you turn on the heat, let the water come to a boil, boil the eggs for 12 minutes, dump out the hot water, put in cold water, and boom. When it's cool, you're done. Next, I'm going to set my oven to 400 degrees to bake my bacon. It's actually really easy just to bake the bacon in the oven instead of cooking it on the stove because bacon splatters everywhere and then you have to clean up bacon grease. So to help myself with the bacon grease from the oven pan, like drippings, I'm putting down a sheet of aluminum foil and then putting a baking rack on top of that. And then I'm going to just gently crease the sides of the foil so the bacon drippings will stay on the aluminum foil instead of getting on the pan. And that makes it easier to clean up. So you can see here, just slightly tuck those edges up a little bit so the liquid grease won't slosh all around on your pan. Next, I'm going to take out 3 pieces of bacon and just put them on to the rack and spread them apart a little bit, spread them out a little bit, bake at 400 degrees until it's crispy. Next, we're going to move on to hand grate some sharp cheddar cheese. This is just the cheese that I had in the refrigerator. You can use whatever you like. If you buy the block of cheese and grate it yourself, it will taste better and it is cheaper. So win-win all the way around. So grate however much you want. I think I had about 2 or 3 tablespoons there. Next, I cut up a half of a Roma tomato, and I just cut it into like medium-sized chunks. Moving on to the shrimp. So with the shrimp, you can just peel off the shell and then pinch the tail, and the tail shell will come off, and then peel off the rest. And then take a sharp knife and very carefully run it down the back of the shrimp to remove the intestinal tract. So I'll show you that again. Peel off the bottom a little bit and then pinch, and sometimes it'll slide all the way out in one piece, or if it doesn't, just pinch off the top. But the little pinching motion helps to remove the shell with ease. And then you'll rinse out the intestinal tract from all your shrimp. You can see here I have cold water. So after the eggs have boiled, put them in cold water. Doing this will help it cool down and make it easier for the shell to come off. You can see here I have my bacon, and you can see that all of the little pan drippings are on the foil, not on the pan. Next, we're going to work on the shrimp. So we're almost done, y'all. I have this garlic Parmesan butter from H-E-B. The butter already had fresh garlic, like real garlic, little bits of real garlic. Very impressed by this butter. It was already mixed into the garlic. It wasn't like seasoned with garlic. So all you have to do is just melt some butter, or you can use oil. You can use regular butter, whatever you have. I'm going to put my shrimp into the butter and just toss it around a little bit to get it coated in the butter. And I'm going to use some Lawry's seasoning salt. The Lawry's or the Tony Chachere's, they're similar. It already has like a lot of seasoning in it, like salt and pepper and paprika and all this stuff, all this good stuff in it. So if you need like a one-stop seasoning, you can use Lawry's or Tony Chachere's. Next, I'm going to use my 50% off salad mix. I shop at Whole Foods and things are expensive. So yes, I buy things that are on sale or marked down. It actually saves a lot of money. So I'm going to make myself a big salad for all those nutrients and good greens for lunch. And then I'm going to take my bacon, which wasn't quite crispy enough, so I kind of peeled it apart a little bit. If your bacon is crispy enough, then you can just crumble it. But as you can see, my bacon is a little bit flaccid. So next time I will do better. So putting my salad aside for a moment, I'm going to open or cut open this perfect egg. Look at that. The yolk is beautiful and yellow. It's not gray. If you follow those directions I gave you, your yolk should not be gray. It'll be beautiful and yellow. So now I am adding my shrimp. And now I'm going to add my tomatoes. I am arranging the salad so it will be aesthetically pleasing for the YouTube thumbnail, but definitely if you're making this at home and not filming yourself, just throw it all in a bowl. And you'll also add whatever dressing you'd like. So if you're trying to do like low carb keto, just a little bit of olive oil and some lemon juice would be very nice. And you can also season your tomatoes and egg with salt and pepper. I am just only going to use some pepper. So I have my pepper meal here, and I'm going to just add some freshly cracked black pepper onto the top. And folks, that's it. That was so easy, right? It'll be a very tasty, high protein, low carb salad. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.